I've shared with you, and I want to repeat it. Who you ended up with, actually, I've never met. I'm actually interviewing your doctors later today. I'm going to the practice, and so I'm really grateful I got to meet with you first, because that's going to give me a good insight, into meeting them. But the research I have done, and I'm able to kind of snoop around and do my stuff. Your gut was right. God blessed you with it, because this team is the real deal from what I've seen, from everything. And now that I hear from you, it's one thing to kind of, okay, what are they putting out there versus what the reality is, but they seem to match.
Right.
And what I've seen is you, so coming from somebody that's met a lot of clinicians, I mean, around this country and around the world, you ended up with one of the best. So.
I did, and I went and had mine done. I was very happy with it, and you could say, oh, well, that's a one-off. He just went great with that, everything, and it did. I mean, again, fortunately, everything went perfect with my entire procedure. And you could say, well, that was just a one-off, but now my wife's gone through it. Clockwork. I mean, same thing, same experience. I'm not going to say that everybody's going to. I mean, you can have failures,
things happen.
Not because of any negligence, just people's bodies sometimes rejects whatever in that area. I mean, they move it and you're fine, or replace it. So, but yeah, I was really happy to find these guys. I couldn't promote them enough, and no obligation on my part. I mean, if they had done a bad job, I would flat tell you. I mean, there's no room for that. I mean, this is a serious procedure that seriously affects people's lives and their health. So, if you get guys doing bad things out there, then they just need to get out of the business, because they're not doing anybody a favor. They continue to give dentists a bad name. So I would think the good dentists want those guys out as well.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. And I've seen that. I've seen, because there's this kind of fraternity thing with dentists. You're kind of like, oh man, they just stick up for one another. But I'm seeing that tide shift where it's like, hey, wait a second. You're giving us a bad name. You got to go.
Right.
Right.